name is Gloria and welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in today. Today I'm going to continue my 2021 TBR videos. My last one was about the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge, and this one I'm going to be talking about the books that I want to read for Buzzwordathon, which is another challenge where every month there is a different prompt or word that you try to fulfill. I think these are just fun. They're fun ways to get you to pick up different books or different kinds of books or read a more variety of books. So here we go. Let's get started. So for January, the word was dream. You want to pick up a book with the word dream in the title. I went with Dreamland Burning by Jennifer Latham. This was a great historical fiction. I talked about it in my January wrap-up. It has dual timelines and it goes back between 1930s Oklahoma Jim Crow and present day, and there's two teenagers and you hear their two different stories, one from a black perspective and a white perspective, and I thought it was very interesting and I really liked this particular historical fiction and the timeline that it was set in because it's different from the books that I usually read. It was a young adult historical fiction, but I thought it was really well done and I really liked it. For February, the prompt is to read a book with a color in the title. It could be any color, and I have so many books that I want to read for this prompt. My first option, I feel like, is the most popular option because it is also Black History Month. I feel like a lot of people are reading more books by Black authors, which is awesome. So I think The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison is a really big one that a lot of people are going to read for this challenge. I also haven't read and want to read The Color Purple by Alice Walker. I saw that Kayla put out Brown Girl Dreaming by Jacqueline Woodson as an option. I'm actually currently listening to it. Spoiler. I also checked out a couple books from the library that also fit this prompt that were on my TBR. The first one is Yellow Crocus by Laila Ibrahim. This is a book set in the 1830s in America where a white child is born in a southern white home and is basically raised by the slave girl who works in the home, and it is a story about their relationship and this white privileged child growing up and the person that actually has been taking care of her. So I feel like this has similar sort of vibes as The Help. I actually haven't read The Help, but I watched the movie. So that's definitely a book that I really want to get to, hopefully this month. Another book that also fits this prompt is Lilac Girls by Martha Hall Kelly. Technically lilac is a flower, but I feel like it's also a color. So this is a World War II historical fiction and it's a really popular one. I actually don't know anything about it, but I know that it is a very hyped World War II historical fiction and it's on my TBR, so hope to get to it soon, although it looks pretty thick. So I don't know if I'll get to it this month, but we'll see. So for March, the word is time. So read a book with time in the title. The one that is currently for my planned list to read is Secondhand Time, The Last of the Soviets by Svetlana Alexievich. This is a nonfiction oral history about Soviet Russia, and I heard that listening to it as an audiobook is the way to go, so I think I'm going to pick this one up for March. For April, the prompt is for the book to have some sort of space or galaxy terms in the title, whether that is stars or moon or space. I have two. The first one is The Pull of the Stars by Emma Donoghue. I read Room earlier by her and I really enjoyed her writing, and I know this book was recommended by Emma from Drinking by My Shelf. I think this book has to do with some sort of pandemic apocalyptic vibes. I'm not entirely sure, but I heard it was really good and it's on my list and fits the prompt. The other one I've been wanting to get to forever is The Martian by Andy Weir. I heard that this book is a great audiobook, so I also want to listen to it and it fits that space theme. So for May, the prompt is to read a book with the word house or home in the title. I surprisingly don't have any books that fit that, but the main one at the top of the list that I really want to get to is Homegoing by Yaa Gyasi. I'm actually hoping to get to this one before May, so I have it checked out from the library in February. But if for some reason I just don't get to it this month, this one's definitely at the top of the list. And if I do read it, then I'm gonna have to do some digging and come up with another book for that prompt. So if you have any recommendations, please put them down below. Any books that have to do with house or home, let me know. For June, the prompt is to read a book with a name in the title or a title in the title. That can be like Mrs. or Miss or King. So of course I have a couple books. This one, I mean, I just need to get to it this year, but Jane Eyre by Charlotte Brontë, it's on my list. I'm gonna get to it this year. I don't know what month. Or also I said I was gonna read this in December and I didn't. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. These are both classics that I need to read, so that would be a good month to get to one of these. Another one that also fits the prompt is What Alice Forgot by Liane Moriarty. I really loved Big Little Lies last year, so I want to pick up another Liane Moriarty book, and this one works for the prompt. So we'll see which one out of those three I'll pick up. Next, in July, the word is last. So book with last in the title. The first one on my list is Dead Wake, The Last Crossing of the Lusitania. This is a nonfiction book that was highly recommended by Noelle Gallagher. This just totally feels up my alley. It has to do with like a ship sinking and like Titanic kind of vibes. So I think that would be a really interesting nonfiction read, and Erik Larson is a really good nonfiction writer. And then the other one is Tuck Everlasting. I actually read this book in elementary school, maybe middle school, and I want to reread it. I don't remember too much about it. I just know that I absolutely loved the book and the movie when I was younger. So that's definitely like a reread for me that I want to get to hopefully soon. For August, the prompt is to read a book with a time of day in it. The main one that I want to get to is Night Film by Marissa Pesce. This is a very popular mixed media thriller that a lot of people on BookTube praise. This seems very interesting, kind of like you're reading forensic case files. So yeah, that one is the only one that I have for this prompt. But we'll see. I'm sure I have some other books that have like night in the title or something. But if you have any recommendations for that prompt as well, let me know. For September, the word is dark. I have two options. The first one is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. This is a, again, very popular sci-fi book. And I'm not a big sci-fi reader, but this sounds interesting based on what I remember reading about it, and it made it to my TBR. I don't actually remember much about it. I think it has some sort of like dystopian kind of future twist. And then the other one is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This is one of her very popular series. I read Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and although I really didn't like that book, I actually really liked V.E. Schwab's writing, so I want to give another one of her books a try. And we'll see what my thoughts are on this one. I tend to have unpopular opinions about popular books though, so we'll see. For October, the prompt is Elements, which is a book with the word earth, wind, fire, or air in the title. I surprisingly don't really have any books that fit any of those words on my TBR that I have. The only one that came up was Losing Earth, A Recent History. This is a nonfiction book that I'm sure I saw somewhere or read somewhere, and it got on my TBR list. And I do want to read more books about climate change, so that would be a really good month to pick this one up. I do have one sneaky little recommendation though. I have read this book, so it won't work for me, but When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanick. I actually listened to the audiobook of this and I really liked it, but it's really short. But this is a really great nonfiction about a man who is a neuroscientist, very smart and intelligent, and he has stage 4 lung cancer. So this is his story, like his last moments of life on earth, and it's beautifully written and beautifully told and totally heartbreaking. So if you need a book for that prompt, I would recommend this one. It was so good. For November, the prompt is Lost. I have two books that could work for this one. The first one is The Book of Lost Names by Kristen Harmel. This is a World War II historical fiction during the Holocaust. This follows a woman who is now a retired librarian in Florida, and she stumbles upon an article that has to do with all of these books that were taken and stolen by Nazis during World War II. So it follows her story, but also helping people reunite with some books that were stolen from them or something along those lines. So it sounds very interesting, and it was one of the Goodreads award books in the historical fiction categories. And then the second one is actually a debut novel that came out this year, and that is The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. This book is also a historical book set in late 1700s London. It follows a female apothecary who distributes poisons to women to basically get rid of harmful or abusive men in their lives. And it sounds very interesting, kind of like historical with a feminist twist. So I've heard some good things about this one from Books and Jams and Literally Smitten, so we'll see my thoughts on it if I pick it up this year. And lastly, the December prompt is to read a book with a day, a month, or a season in the title. I really only have one. and that is The Winter Garden by Kristen Hanna. I absolutely loved Kristen Hanna's The Nightingale. I actually want to reread that one because the movie's coming out, so I loved it. I want to reread that one. But The Winter Garden is a historical fiction set in St. Petersburg, Russia. I feel like it's going to be the perfect combination of things, like World War II, historical fiction set in Russia, good writing by Kristen Hanna. Totally right up my alley, so I have very high hopes for that one. Anyways, those are some of the books that fit the Buzzwordathon prompts that I'm hoping to pick up this year. Again, if you have any recommendations, leave them below because some of these were a challenge to come up with a book. Thanks so much for watching and for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in another video soon. Bye!